field like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the two-point conversion. Barrels ahead. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught! Touchdown ball!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here comes the two-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. The give. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the brink. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
And the pass hits, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you hit the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. He now has 115 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He's off to the races. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Tennessee, 60.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the ball is picked off. And stampeding through the defense. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that.
Complete.
You got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the 2-point try. Trying to bully their way in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Now really back in the game here. Leads down to 12 as they're about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Irish! Hauled it kept right on running to the hallelujah land. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Power ahead. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Take it.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Takes his shot. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On the move at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Vols are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown ball. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The option look. The pitch. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Uncorks it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes a connection. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. Trying to surge it in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Takes a snap, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake for the 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking for a huge play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On first down, here comes this offense. Handoff from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Gives him the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Listen, I wouldn't feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
Return is brought down at the 31. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over.
Here come the Irish back on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Complete downfield. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Great call by the offensive coordinator. He saw an opportunity to take a shot, to dial up one of these types of plays, and beautiful execution by the QB and receiver, and now they're set up in the red zone.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often.
All kinds of running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
The offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Here comes the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down. The two-point try is stopped. And this late in the game, they blow a chance to just kick it and take the lead. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Makes the pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
Pulls it in. At the 45 on its way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They bring it.
By the tight end.
Pick up to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it!
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. With the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the 2-point conversion. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Offense uses the timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires downfield. He's got it. Nothing but green ahead. the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. From the red zone, looking for a space. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Time has expired. They're an extra point away from winning it.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
What do we make of this? Tie game, no time left. You just need the point after, but they're going for 2. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback is sacked. The 2-point try is stopped. And why in the world wouldn't you just kick it? There will be plenty of second guessing. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Tennessee! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Interesting decision here as they'll go ahead and go for 2. They're going to run it. Did not get it. Might have gotten a little greedy there in overtime, and the lead is only 6. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Looking for his man. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Irish! They tied the game, and now they can win it with an extra point.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
If they just kick the extra point here, they'll win the game. Instead, they'll go for two. Pushes ahead. He's in there. That's the ball game, and the aggressive or questionable call pays off, and they win it by two. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Colorado's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it. A loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Breaking tackles. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So Penn State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And now the running back's got it again. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air, he can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? And they're trying to punch it in here. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Handoff running right. Throws a stiff arm. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Here we go on 4th down. Running with purpose. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down.